One of the best burgers I've had. There's no ketchup, there's no mustard, there's no mayo, there's no pickles, no tomato. Enjoy these, you're gonna love it. This is the only burger patty that you need. It's grilling season, and quite frankly, every season is burger season. And today, I am going to be making a delicious, super simple vegan smash burger. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. This is what I tasted. I'm looking forward to making a delicious burger, and let's just go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with making the burger patties, and it's gonna be textured vegetable protein base. So in with that, some vegetable broth. The vegetable broth is going to be used to hydrate the textured vegetable protein. So I'm gonna let that hydrate for 20 to 30 minutes or so. Now, something I'm gonna do in order to really liven up this burger is make some methyl cellulose. So I'm adding some of that methyl cellulose with this butter, and this is gonna make the burger a game changer. So this right here, I have to mix up really well, and then I just need to cool it down for a bit. So I'm gonna mix it up and I'm gonna put it in the freezer. Now, one way to help to make sure I'm cutting down on the waiting time is to add all of the liquids to the textured vegetable protein. I'm gonna add liquid smoke, some of this vegan vegetable base. It's like a vegan beef base, basically. I'm gonna add some vegan Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna add some molasses. And I'm gonna add some veggies. And I'm gonna go ahead and mix this all in. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add in all of the dry ingredients. All right, so that's a tablespoon of mushroom powder. We're gonna add in some nutritional yeast. Some onion powder. I'm not too concerned if I get some of the onion powder outside of the measuring spoon. It's totally fine. Some onion powder, again, same thing. Some paprika. You can see I'm being a bit more careful with the paprika because we don't want this too smoky or too spicy. I'm gonna add in some flaxseed. I'm gonna add in some breadcrumbs. And I'll give this a mix. You can see that this is really kind of looking like ground beef now. And so there's a couple things that you can do. You can add a little bit more umami to this by adding in some miso paste or a little bit more mushroom powder. You can also add in some beetroot powder in order to add a little bit of umami, but also earthiness, and of course some color. And then once you add in that stuff, if you're satisfied, go ahead and bind it together with a little bit of vital wheat gluten. Right, and so you can see it binding a bit, but it needs a little bit more binding, and that's where the vital wheat gluten comes in. If you are gluten-free, you can absolutely use gluten-free breadcrumbs, and you can use a gluten-free flour. All I will say is that the flour makes it a little bit more tender when you're cooking it compared to the vital wheat gluten. So you'll need to just be a little more careful when you're flipping over those burgers if you're going with the gluten-free option. Now you can see how this is really firmed up. This is gonna be absolutely fantastic. Okay, so I have the burger meat together, right? And so now what I need to do is I need to check on that methyl cellulose. If the methyl cellulose is ready, then all I'm gonna do is I'm going to add it to this mixture and get it right onto the stovetop immediately, because I want to keep the coldness of the methyl cellulose just because it's going to mix in a little bit better. It's going to essentially make it look like real meat. When you're cooking it off, it's like you're cooking off that fat, and that's the point of the butter and methyl cellulose mix. So before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and move on to prepping up an onion and getting that cooking on the stove top, because where would we be without some grilled onions to go on this burger. All right, we got a nice hot skillet. Let's go ahead and add in the onions. All right, so I'm gonna cover those onions and let them cook for just a little bit. So now back to our burger patties. We're gonna go ahead and add in that methyl cellulose and butter. So we're really just folding this all in about like so. All right, we're gonna finish up those onions and then we're gonna cook off our burger patties. This is where you can add some salt. All right, let's check on our onions again. I know it's hard to tell because the onions are getting the color. However, they are getting some translucent to them. So it's kind of like a translucent, but also a tannish brown color. It's caramelizing these onions. They're looking absolutely fantastic. I am going to let them cook just another few minutes, and then I'm going to add in the burgers. Okay, so I got a small amount of our burger mix. Roll it into a meatball shape. You can always just work the burger down this way if you want. You can see that the fat from the methyl cellulose and butter is coming right through on that burger. See, you can see the fattiness coming through when I press it down. That's what we want to happen. As you can see, the burger patties are still together. They're looking fantastic. Now I'm going to take some onion. Like so. I'm going to take some cheese. I'm going to take just a little bit of water. And cover this for a few minutes. Okay, let's check on those burgers. That looks fantastic. There it is, vegan smash burger. This burger is my very own but better burger. I mean, so I know those burger patties are fantastic, but I made it next level with the methyl cellulose and the butter to add that fattiness as it cooks. So that way it is basically as close to authentic meat as you're gonna get. It's gonna be fantastic. You know, there's some grilled onions on there, and that's all there is on there. There's no ketchup, there's no mustard, there's no mayo, there's no pickles, no tomato, just cheese and onion. I'm gonna try it out right now. This is incredible. Hot. So, if you can set aside the fact that this is steaming hot, it's fantastic. This is such a good burger. These burger patties are dynamite. This is delicious. I honestly, just the way this is, one of the best burgers I've had. So I can only imagine if I kick it off with some other flavors. But I mean, like, it's that simple, and you can enjoy a smash burger right in your own house. You can share this with your friends and family. This is the only burger patty that you need. You know, there's just not a whole lot left for me to say, except, you know what, make these, enjoy these, you're gonna love it. I'm your friend with food benefits, and I will see you again real soon.